Yeah, let's stick with this combo. It's worked for us, kind of. I want dialogue between the characters. And I want it to reference relationships. Or storylines. Like, why not have something from the characters based on what PB's just said? Why not have that keyed in to be that, like, the next time you take PB on a mission, this banter's going to exist? Why isn't there a... Why don't we have stuff when we're going? Why is there a thing over here? Is that in the bar? Maybe it's in the bar. No, okay. Go out this door then. Okay, this is not where we want to be either. I thought this might have been a way out. Clearly not. But it... like, there's so many ways these kind of things could have been done better. Oh, there's a way around. Don't need scanning. No. Pick up a main roll that I'm not going to use. Delaney Roos, the exile, took me from Nexus against my will. When I wouldn't cooperate, she and her friends beat me and left me here to die. I have no way to contact anyone. Hope my mates on Nexus make it. Sanjeev Clement.
Pathfinder, this was the man the initiative labeled a traitor. His friend seeks proof that he was taken against his will.
Relay the record to Director Tan. The least we can do is clear his name.
Whee. So... yeah, I know. Just come this way, game. Right. Ooh, there we go.
I think I need to apologize, Vetra.
Now?
Yeah. See, I had an older sister. 500 years older. By the time I was self-aware, she was already a matriarch. In other words, I had two mothers, and they tag-teamed, trying to raise me right.
Well, Sid and I had no parents, and someone had to be responsible.
I get it. That's why I apologized.
I doubt you do.
Forget I said anything.
The problem with that is you can come across, you can be genuine, and you can end up saying the wrong thing.
Gotta say, I was hoping for more yar pirates and less shooty pirates.
Okay, whatever. But like little bits like that, I think if we'd had a lot more of
Got an
that.
outlaw camp ahead.
No, we don't. I don't know what you're talking about. But if they'd had more of those kind of reactions, and a lot more frequently, and probably a lot more in depth, I think it would have. I think the characters. I'd feel a lot better about the characters, because it does show, for example, PB kind of growing as kind of appreciative of the various members of the team.
Enemies!
But also, I'm gonna guess it's this way. But also, it kind of shows the way Vetra reacts, which tells you a bit about both of them. But we've not really had that. We've just kind of had. This is what happens. This is. Oops, I'm not paying attention. So.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with M.
Mountain.
Damn, you're good.
PB, quid pro quo.
Yeah, sure. You're sorry for jumping down my throat when I apologize for jumping down your throat. All good.
The truth is, I really like you.
Surprising, right? I have to say, I like you too. You're cool. I mean, for an uptight, overbearing older sister. Kidding.
Like, that's the kind of dark banter we should have had before that last scene. Where did it come? Oh, that. I'm not actually moving. No. Am I in the wrong? Am I in the wrong gear? Right. Okay, I'll go big game hunting if you want. Actually, I'm probably gonna need this, aren't I? Thank you. I mean, you do mean shots, plural, I'm sure. Is there a door in here? I don't know. I think we'll just have to go in here and find out what's going on. Oh, further in. Thank you. Thank you, lights.
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
This would be the perfect place to lie low.
Yeah. Except for those scorpion things.
What scorpion things? What scorpion things?
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Ket collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short? So it's true. Old spies really do live forever. This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest. I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Don't the arguments will work.
Selling your Ark to the Ket makes no logical or tactical sense.
To you, because you lack data. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Ket, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Ket and learn their secrets. So one day, we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
That's incredibly dense because they'd exalt you and then you're stuck.
Hey, I know how not to get exalted. Get ourselves exalted, you idiot.
Listen, there is an empire of Ket beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learn could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What kind of things did you learn?
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Ket Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets.
Which we can't confirm. And you could have pulled out of your cloaca.
We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
Right, you do realise that. Okay, up until that point, I was leaning to the rest, and then he was kind of like, oh, maybe the intel, but we had to sacrifice civilians for this. No, you didn't.
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
Let the other Solarians take a swing at him first.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others.
I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? I owe you big for this rider. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on Nexus.
Yay! Woo! I leveled up. More skill points I'll forget to use. Right. I think that's it, isn't it? Yes. That's it for that. Let's get back to the Tempest. And then we can, I think we'll have a look at the old... Well, there might be some more thingies. Kajiggers. Thingies. Emails. And we'll have a look to see if the codex has changed. Maybe some of the kind of the ones about our choices. And then we'll see what the time's like. Let's check emails. Hello. No one's saying anything, so there might not be anything. Ooh. I wanted to send my appreciation for clearing my dear friend Sanjeev's name. I hate to imagine the ordeal he was subjected to by the exiles who took him, but it does my heart good to know that he'll be remembered as a faithful member of this incredible endeavour and not a traitor. Perhaps now I can finally put the next revolts behind me and start looking to the future. Don't know what that did, but alright. Codex. The journey so far. Nothing new there. Crew don't know that. PB, Basale. You and PB have become closer, but you opted not to start a sexual relationship with her. Having PB pursue her interests and resolve a painful chapter in her past has created a solid bond of trust. You supported PB's decision to sacrifice the mysterious remnant device and save her erstwhile friend Kalinda. PB has wholeheartedly embraced her place on the Tempest and your team. She's become a trusted teammate and inseparable friend who would rather explore the galaxy's mysteries with you by her side. Yeah, that sounds almost like you're setting up a romance. But because of the way things happened, and the order of things, like... I think the problem I've had with this is kind of, and to an extent, Inquisition is like romance buttons. Like in 1, 2, and 3, Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3, it felt more natural. That things would happen. Like, you're nice to people, and they appreciate that, and that kind of triggers things. But here it's like, oh yeah, I'm going up, and I'm going to flirt with you, and press the button, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you spend a quiet moment together, and you and Vetra express your feelings for each other. And we haven't done it since. New path. You followed Salen's advice in your own sense of justice, arresting Dr. Aden, even though it meant losing tactical intel on the Ket. You exposed a rift between the Primus and the Archon, suggesting the Ket are not as uniform in their beliefs as they might appear. I think those are all those ones. Out new in the choices. Right, well, what have we got? You see, the thing is, I think the only one we've got here now is the journey to Meridian. And I think that might be a long one, is the problem. So I'm kind of wary of just jumping in and doing things. Investigate the vault's entrance, and deal with Ket. Destroy a power generator. So we've got a few different things that I wanted to go and do, some side things in this session, but I'm kind of just generally wary about just kind of jumping in and pressing the button. I'm kind of worried. I'll have a chat with PB. I don't think she'll have anything new, although we have had a few different scenes with her. Well, maybe that's why there's nothing going to be much new.
Hi there. Just checking in.
What's up?
I'll leave you to it.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Hello? I like the fact that the escape pod is missing, although we have been back to the Nexus, so you should have bought one, PB. Should have bought one. That was our arrangement. We agreed on that. I think this is kind of the frustration, is there's no trigger of... surely these guys should have... Minerals, biomaterials, tech materials. I want to call them biominerals, which is a silly thing, but I do. Like, they have character moments like that, but there doesn't seem to be any development of things, anything popping out from there that kind of continues things along. And that's kind of really kind of frustrating, because you'd think that's kind of the thing that you'd want, is to build things up. And have those... give you an impetus, give you a desire to see what things will change, how people will react. Like Vetra.
Ryder.
I mean, there's nothing here. None of these questions are about relationship.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
And none of that's changed for being in a relationship. And I think that's the very least you can do with your characters is, oh, you're now in a relationship with them. Like that. You don't even need... even if you're doing that, all you have to do is change 3 lines of dialogue per character you romance on the ship. So that's assuming you can romance all 6, which I'm fairly sure you can't, but maybe you can romance some others. So we'll say 10. That's 30 new lines of dialogue. That's all you need. And it's... they say something at the beginning about how good it is to see you again. You say a line. And then at the end, so okay, maybe if you say 40, so you can have a bit of bounce back at the end. Like, it's always good to see you. Or something like that. Or we'll have to talk again at some time. Hello, Pie Jack.
Come to say hi.
But there's never a bit of dialogue that's different or new or anything. Anything new? Just the comparative religious thing that I think would be really cool if they actually did. But then you've got to design religions for different groups.
Hi there.
Nothing new.
See you later, Cora.
Stay safe.
Lexi. Cora's back.
Yes?
I
I'll let you get back to it.
think all of them
I'll
are
be here if
options
you need
we've
me.
had before. I just want... There's nothing to do with the characters. The characters are just meaningless. That's kind of my frustration. Sam.
Hello, Ryder. Your choice aboard the Solarian Ark was not an easy one. Your father approached such moral quandaries differently.
Everyone's a critic. Why? Oh, is that just a standard one? Because I picked something different from the proper answer or something? Because I don't like that idea that there's a proper answer. Although, to be fair, I don't think that's what it's saying. But I'm feeling that.
Dad was used to making snap life or death decisions.
I now know that colored his perceptions. Alec treated death as a problem to be solved. I have now encountered it several times. His death and your own.
Which moral quandary are you talking about? I'm really confused. Like, letting you kill me, or the choosing the Krogan over the Solarians? Any insights?
And what have you learned about dying from us?
The self is forged by experiences. Death is the only experience that ends the self before it's understood. So, is death completion? Or an expression cut short before it reaches its full solution, giving a different answer? I can see why it fascinates you.
Well, to be fair, that does rule out the possibility that there's something beyond death.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Which, as an AI, I mean, this is the weird thing. Like, is an AI that closely linked to someone? Does that then become one individual with the AI? So they would experience death and what comes next. It's really weird and complicated. We start veering into kind of theological questions that aren't really answerable, just due to the nature of the question being so intrinsically modern. Maybe it is answerable if you think about it, but it's also a technology that's currently so far beyond us that there's no point in really thinking about it. All the planets are 100% viable, and I haven't even done one of the vaults. I have no idea how that's worked. I think I will put the cut in here, because I don't know how long it will take us to do that main mission. So I think I'd rather put the cut in here and just go into the main mission next time, this journey to Meridian. It might be that that's just a scene and then we go off and then we have to go to and visit the place. I don't know, but I don't want to risk it. So I'll put, as I said, putting the cut in here next time. Main mission! Diddle-da-da! Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.